Hello everyone, welcome to 2016. In Western New York here we have a white January going on. It's snowing out. It's nice. I like the snow and the cold. I'm strange that way. Let me get my money cup real quick. I want to talk today about goals. That's the third installment of the holiday 3 big G's that I've been talking about with these videos. November I talked about gratitude. December was about giving. January is about goals. Now, you may be one of those people who've set a New Year's resolution for yourself. There's some common ones out there, lose weight, make more money, change careers, quit smoking, get more fit. These are common, but they're not really goals because they lack structure. They're good ideas, but they're really kind of just vapor because without structure, they're just talk. There are two types of goals in general. The types of goals on one hand are the kind of you're going after things that you don't yet have. A bigger house, a new career, that type of thing. Or maybe you want to lose weight and get a better body. On the other hand, there's prevention type goals. Like you want to maintain the health you have, or you want to keep the house you're living in. You want to improve and get promoted within the job, the company that you work for currently. These are prevention type goals where you know that you want to be better at something in order to prevent losing what you already have, as opposed to doing different things in order to achieve or acquire something you don't yet have. And the psychologists will also suggest sometimes that it may be easier for you to stick to the prevention type goals because there's a phrase out there that I learned a long time ago where it's easier to sell an aspirin than it is a vitamin. It's because people want to avoid pain. They don't want to lose. They don't want to be set back. It's more motivating for some people, for a lot of people, a lot of times to want to work harder to keep what you have rather than just, you have what you have and now you want more. Some people just won't get up and go that extra mile to acquire what they don't yet have because they don't yet have it. So they don't feel like it can be put off. They feel like they can wait. Whereas if you're going to lose what you have right now, you have to do something right now and keep it and keep your life in order the way that you like it. Structure makes a goal. Okay. For example, you put a deadline on your goal. You want to lose weight. How much weight are you going to lose? How many pounds are you going to lose by a certain date? Want to make more money? How much money are you going to make by a certain date? Add milestones, which create a sort of map for you from getting to A to Z. Z being your ultimate goal and A being where you are right now, and you've got to make those steps. You've got to reach some milestones to get from where you are to where you want to be. That helps create structure for a goal as well. It sets you up on a course that you can take to achieving what it is you desire. After you've created your goals, I want you to consider keeping them to yourself. And I don't mean, hiding secrets from your wife or your husband. When it comes to discussing online or with your friends or at parties about the goals that you've set for yourself, you just don't want to do that. Keep it to yourself. And there's a couple reasons. Number one is a trick that our brain plays on us when we talk about what we want to do, what we've decided to do, okay, what we've committed ourselves to. We haven't yet achieved the goal, but when we talk about having decided that we're going to pursue this goal, the brain gives us a little bit of stimulation. It gives us a happiness. It gives us that little rush that makes us feel like we've actually done something. And it gets worse when people, it's a good feeling, but it can work worse against us when other people are patting us on the back. They're supportive. They're saying, oh, great, that's a great idea. It's a great ambition and great commitment. I love it and I'm supportive. Anything you need, I'll help you with it. And you feel like you've accomplished something when you didn't. You haven't done anything except talk. So the problem with that is it may feel good, but it can become a little addictive. And we start to get in this like hamster wheel type thing where we're talking about the goal, but we're not doing anything toward it because we're getting the same high, the same rush from talking about it and doing it. And when you can talk about it and get that rush. You don't have to act to get that rush. And the brain is making us feel like we're accomplishing something just by talking about it when we're not actually accomplishing anything. And the goal just ends up drifting off into limbo. Now, I've done this in my own life. I know what that is like. I mean, I've talked about goals before that I've wanted to accomplish or that I've set for myself, and I've put it out there and I've told people and I got really excited. I mean, and then they just disappear. And until I learned better, I was stuck in that trap myself. So I'm warning you that there is that trap that your brain plays on you. It feels good, but it can be a little addictive, and it can really sabotage your accomplishment or your path toward accomplishment if you're not aware. The other thing that talking about your goals too much with people who don't need to hear about it really, because I mean they've got their own lives going on. The other negative part about it is you may be saying things that can rub somebody's ego the wrong way, or they might think it's going to interfere with their life in some way. I mean, say for example, you're trying to go for a promotion at work, and you start talking about that, and somebody at work hears about it, and they wanted that same position you're going for. Now you got a little interference going on. You got a little bit of an adversity that you didn't really have to have. You keep it to yourself and just work toward where your goal is, and no one's the wiser until you've achieved it, and then they go, oh, this is what the guy's been up to. And some people have an argument, well, if I tell people, it's going to keep me motivated because now I'm accountable for it, and I've made this commitment out loud, and people are going to hold me to it. But the reality is most people don't hold you to your goals because they're busy with their own lives doing their own thing. They don't, I mean, they may see you, they may support you when they see you on the move toward your accomplishment, but they're not going to keep on you week after week, month after month. Hey, are you sticking to this commitment? Are you sticking to these goals? A lot of your friends and people on social media, or your relatives and your siblings and others, they're not going to be on you like that for the most part. So anyway, keep them to yourself on a need-to-know basis. When it comes to people involved in your life, keep your goals on a need-to-know basis. And then take action every day. Just get up in the morning and pay attention to those goals. Read those goals over. Write that stuff down. All the details, all that structure in the goals you're working on. It's like tell yourself a story about how you're going to get to where you want to be. Write that story down and read that story to yourself. Recite those goals to yourself. And keep them in your mind. Keep them in the forefront of your mind, because everywhere you go and everything you do, you're going to see through the filter of that set of goals that you have for yourself. And you're going to start to see opportunities emerge that'll help you on your way. You're going to start to see the next steps that you haven't anticipated yet, but they're going to emerge. It's like coming up over a hill, or coming up when whatever's on the horizon gets clearer the closer you get to it. And that's exactly what achieving a goal is like. You're going to see clearly what you have to do and how far of a journey you have to take. The more you take those steps closer to that end result. So I'm just going to leave you with that. Thank you for listening. Happy New Year. And I hope you're off to a great start. Thank you for sticking around with Stronger Mind Media. We've got a lot of great interviews coming up this year. I have one that I'm editing right now that's going to go up pretty soon. That's a little bit overdue, but it's gonna kick off our year good. And I got stuff down the road that's going to be very exciting for those of you who want to stick around and pay attention to what I'm doing here. Thank you, and have a great day.